Hey, hello. I'm going to show you how you can install the EverWebinar ManyChat app. It's very easy to do and it will be of great help if you sell webinars. So without further ado, let's continue. First of all, you click the link in the ManyChat App Store, which will take you to a page similar to the one you see on the screen right here. And when you click install, you get your selection of your pages that you manage. And when you select a page, you get to the next screen. This screen will look like the one you see on the screen right now. And the first time you install the app, you will be asked to go to the app settings. So you click this button and it will take you to the next page, which is the app settings page. And here you have to enter a couple of things. For example, your API key. I'll just put in anything right here right now. And your license key, which you can buy at chattemplates.com. Or if you only want to try it, you can enter ever50. And the cool part is all our apps have 50 free runs, and that will reset every first of the month. So if you only have a chatbot with not that many visitors, you can keep using everything and just use this license key right here. Then you click save, and as you can see, there is this app right here. Then if you used our template, you will be in the possession of the flows already. So I will show you what that looks like. I'll have to switch to another account where we already have everything. So just a second. So on this page you will see everything that's in the template. These are the 4 flows plus a flow which will get the user information like phone number and email address. So what you do is you go to step 1, which will take you to this flow right here on the screen. I'll just remove the mask for a second. So this is the flow that you see right here. Of course, you can make it your own by changing the images and all the text. The point is you need this action, and if you want to include an action on your flow or in your flow, I'm sure most of you already know how that works, but in case you are new to all this, you just click this little icon right there, you click the actions, and this little thing will appear. You click on it, you go to the left, there's action right there, and if you scroll a little bit down, you will see all the extra actions that you added from the App Store. So in this case we are doing the EverWebinar, and you click select action. This window will appear and you will be prompted to enter all this information. Well, right now you can see all these fields that you have to fill in, and maybe you are wondering what they are and how you can get them, and I will show you that right now. These EverWebinar fields are in your own EverWebinar account. I will show you what that looks like from this image right here. This is inside your EverWebinar account, and if you go right here to what you can see on the left side is my webinars, and there's a button on the right side. In the menu there it says advanced. You just click that and this window will appear, and when you click on API custom integration, you will see these 4 form values right there, and the 3 that you need are the member ID, the webinar ID, and the API key, which corresponds to the ones that you will see in your ManyChat account right here. So you just enter something here. It's of course not the correct one, and you select custom value, member ID, something else. You click again, custom value, and your webinar ID, in our case that was 1, as you could see, and then you select the flows. These should be flow number 3 and flow number or 2 and 3. For example, you can step 2, EverWebinar, let's see which one is it. This is the let's see which one it is, because it's the App Store ones. If you have a lot of flows going on, this might be a little annoying, but you will get there, of course. Let me put in app, step 2. That's not the right one for webinar. Oh, it's annoying. Let's do EverWebinar, and what we will get, here's the one right here, App Store EverWebinar. As you can see, step 2, this is the one I'm looking for. So you just enter this one right there, and this one is step 3, step 3. What did it say up there? Step 3, sorry about that. And then this is the one. So you enter these values right here. They are of course already in the template, so you only have to install it, and it will just work from there. This is, whoops, so this is the email, and this is the same for phone. So that's that, and then all you have to do is enter a custom field that will store your dynamic URL, and I will show you why you need that. Let's see, here's the one, EverWebinar base URL. Once you've filled in all this information, you just click save, and that's actually all the information you have to enter, and from there it will just work fine. So this video is about 8 minutes right now, and if you minus my search for the steps, I mean that was like 1 or 2 minutes, so in 5 to 6 minutes you can have this going on. The mapped custom field is the one that's in this field right here. You have to enter the HTTPS, because if you don't, ManyChat will tell you that you can't use a custom field as the URL. You have to have it. So if we test the request right now with all the information we have in there, you will see our test webinar. As you can see, this is the name of the webinar as well as the description, and you don't have to use this one. This is just the introduction of your webinar. You can skip this webinar details section and just go straight ahead to the condition flow or a node, which will check if the name or email and telephone number are available already. And then you go to the get webinars node, and if I click test requests again, it should display all the times for our webinar, as you can see. these are the available times. So your user can just pick a date and it will be able to book it into your system. So this is the way it works as far as installation goes, and I will show you a demo of this later as well. And there's not much to it. You can just change everything you want, except of course for these actions and dynamic URL fields. So I hope it was a little clear how this works, and if it's not, just shoot us a message. We will be able to help you set it up in a really short time. So let's just have a short look at the other flows. This is a step 2, which will confirm that your users or your attendees time slot is available, and they have to confirm it. And once they confirmed, we will just go to this external request, which will send the user back to a new section, which will be the 3rd step. And in the meantime, it will confirm the registration for EverWebinar. I will show you that in a second right here. It will, let's edit that so you can have a look. It will open up this web view, and it will go to the EverWebinar thank you page just to show you the confirmation. And of course you can do some extra things from within your EverWebinar account, but this does not include, this tutorial doesn't include all those things. So this is just a short flow to confirm everything. You don't even have to really do anything right here, just maybe change this text right here, and that's about it. And then we go to the 3rd section, the last one. This is the 3rd one, which is the one that some of you already know from our default EverWebinar template, the one we already had. So this is the one that will show your attendee, okay, great, you're here, and can we send you a notification when it starts? And when they agreed to that, of course, there is this trigger in the rules section. I will show you that as well. EverWebinar reminder. It will, in our case right now, we just chose 20 minutes. You can do whatever you want. As soon as your user picked a time slot to register for the EverWebinar webinar, this script will set this time in your system, in your user system, and then you can do all these calculations with it. You can make as many reminders if you want. You can start 2 hours in advance, or an hour and 5 minutes before, or 1 minute before, and then you can just send them to the EverWebinar room. That's the one you will see right here. Let's go there. Hold on for a second. I'll open up. This is step number 4. That's the reminder that you just saw that was being triggered. And of course, you can make this your own. You can just do all sorts of things, like send them extra reminders, ask for their SMS or text message features or options, whatever you want to do. It's not set in stone. You can just, it's very flexible, whatever you want. So these are the 4 steps, and there's one extra thing, which is the flow that asks for their information, their email and their phone number, and it will set the opt-ins so you can actually send them stuff legally without breaking all the Facebook rules. Speaking of Facebook rules, of course, they change their rules every time, so I don't know when you watch this video, but always make sure that you are familiar with those rules. So we don't want to be responsible for you breaking their rules when they change something that's not in this video. Okay, so this wraps it up. It's 15 minutes. Maybe you have questions. If you do, please ask. And other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. And just please follow the template. Just install it, and you will get these 5 sections you see here on screen. And with those 5, you have basically everything you need. And if you want to do more, just add your own stuff to it. So thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.